Why do people use those structures to invest when they're living back home?
Yeah, look, let's start by talking about trusts, because the Australian Discretionary Trust is extremely popular in Australia. I think probably every slightly sophisticated family in Australia who's got a few investments or properties have probably got one or a few trusts. Back in my days of working as a young tax accountant in Collins Street in Melbourne, I used to look after groups with 10 to 20 trusts per group. So definitely a well-established entity, relatively cheap to set up. So the main benefit of them, in my opinion, is income distribution. There's also a succession planning element to them as well, but like the main thing with a trust is the trust derives income, it's got a definition of a family group, and it can distribute the income amongst the family group. So rather than just having an asset in your name, if you're, for example, living and working in Australia, earning 47 cents in the dollar, every additional dollar of income you earn through a trust, you might lose half of it, which is not a great incentive to invest your money. So having a family trust can help distribute that between yourself and your spouse and your kids. Your kids as well, and your parents. So it gives you this kind of big group where you can see, okay, who's on a lower marginal tax rate, where can I send that income? Yeah. Now, the onshore trusts, the important thing to remember with onshore trusts is they can't distribute losses. So negative gearing in of an investment property in a trust will trap the income within the trust, in the sense that you effectively have a trust that will have a large amount of losses in it, and maybe you've got a large taxable income in your name that you can't benefit from the losses that are trapped in the trust, which is generally one of the big considerations that we look at when we're trying to decide on whether a client should buy a property within a trust or outside a trust.
100%, yeah.